Okay, we're here with Mr. Taylor, who goes by the name of
Proverbs, Taylor, and Illmatic Scream.
Illmatic Scream. We're at Neverland on Tuesday before Michael's birthday in 2016, and he came from New York originally.
Yes,
And
I did.
what part of New York were you located?
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. That's
Yes.
really New York.
Yes,
That's-
yes, yes.
So he's here at Neverland for the first time. And do you think Michael, after giving $350 million to children's charity and going to the hospital, he qualifies as a saint?
Yes, I think Michael Jackson qualifies as a saint, not only because of what he did with his money, but also what he did as far as giving the world his heart. He's inspired all of us through his music, just his smile, his wave. To me, I believe everything is dealing with feeling when it comes to love, and I think Michael Jackson was a pure example of showing that through his music. He has touched all of us in ways that some of us never even got to see him. He never got to see us, but we got to feel him through his music, and it was the soundtrack to our lives. Michael Jackson has inspired all of us, not only in fashion and communication and art. Michael has been such a universal artist to show people how to express themselves, not only just in art, but just in everyday life. So Michael Jackson can make you speechless. If you want an example of a true human being that can take something and show you how you can go from here to here, Michael Jackson was the pure example of that. He's been a blessing to each one of us, and
Did,
totally.
did Michael personally affect you?
Yes, Michael has.
Spiritually, I mean, did he spiritually touch you?
Yes, not only spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically. Michael Jackson has. I wouldn't be me without Michael Jackson, a businessman as well as an artist. Michael showed that you can not only transcend through the voice, but you can transcend through what you wear. Michael Jackson embodied what being a human being and taking it to that spiritual realm is about. And his voice not only healed us, but it also, like I said, was the soundtrack to a lot of our lives. Good times, bad times, in between times. And then he allowed not only the artistry to go from fashion, but into video to show us how we can transcend and just metamorphosize into different people, from smooth criminal to bad and beat it. And all of these things was still not only just music, but there was messages in the music. And then he showed us as artists that even if you did hip hop, pop, jazz, rock and roll, western, you can still bring everybody together under one sound. That's why he was called the king.
Do you think? Do you think Michael looked a little strange in that little video clip called "Say Say Say," where he's on the wagon and he's like back in the 1880s?
That's funny. Not only that, I'm not. That video was amazing, but it was also amazing that he did something with Paul McCartney, which goes back to what I just said, that he showed you that you can transcend. Coming from Motown all the way to doing something with Paul McCartney, I think that was groundbreaking. You know, say, say, say what you want, anything, because I have to. I mean, the groove. Michael Jackson just showed you that music brings us all together.
It does.
And that's the most important thing. So he took his talent and not only made money, but he took the money and gave it to people and tried to help people and made this ranch back here. I think he just basically, I like to say, lemonade. Sometimes life gives you something bitter, and you take it and put some sugar with it and some water with it, and you give it to the people. So no matter what Michael Jackson been through in his life, he has found a way to be able to transcend and show us how to take any situation life gives you and make the best out of it and still help people through it. So I think he's more than a saint for that. He's a perfect role model to show people that we're all human. You can't judge nobody from what they've been through, but it's what you go through is what makes you into the person that you are, which is such as a saint. A saint is not just a person that's
Did anybody give more money to children's charities than Michael? 350 million? Even the Rothschilds didn't give that much money.
Which I think is amazing, and I think that's just only what's on record, because I'm quite sure he did stuff that people didn't even that he didn't even care about, and he just said, hey, take this, take that. So to me, like I said, when it comes to Michael Jackson, I think his music is given even more than he's even just the money, because somebody that's sick, when you hear a certain song, there's a spirit that goes through that music that can make you get up and stop you from crying and make you laugh, make you get up and empower you. So to me, you can't put money on that. He gave us more than money and physical things. He gave us his spirit. He gave us love. He gave us an example as a human being that we all go through things, but at the end of it, what is important is what you give to this world, because nobody knows your full story. So it's not about that. It's about ultimately what did he do in the midst of his story, from where he came from Indiana, all the way from the little kid transcending to the man that he is, to transcending into the father of his children, but also he was a father to the whole world through music.
Do you feel the peace here
Yes, I
that
do.
attracted Michael? Even though we're only standing on Neverland property at the outer gate,
Right.
we're about 50 feet inside Neverland property, but we're still outside the outer gate,
Right.
and you can still feel that quiet peace here.
Man, driving up here, I was like, wow, Michael Jackson is driving up and down these
The same road.
the same road. I mean, I
Right
could
where
see.
you are, he's been. In fact, he's come out here, right where we're standing, and served fans pizza. And
Wow.
had pizza delivered, and come out and handed the little kids pizza right here. Right where we're standing.
Wow. Yeah, but it's definitely peaceful. It's beautiful. I'm quite sure if he took the camera and showed you around, it's you got mountains right here. Michael Jackson came out, not only lived in the mountains. I don't know how far you can see back there, but we're actually in a valley. And then we got the big oak tree right here, and then you got cattle over here, and then you got a little bit more of a farm over here. So it's very breathtaking, and it's. And I was
We
saying,
have a little smoke today because there's a fire about 8 miles away.
right.
That's why we're having this little haze and this smoke.
Right. Well, I thought it was beautiful actually driving from LA to here. You see the difference because a lot of people normally stay in between Long Beach and North Hollywood or Hollywood, and Michael Jackson is way away from all of that.
Michael's real presence was here.
Yeah.
It was not at 100 Carrollwood,
Right.
which that was paid for and organized by the AEG group that was going to promote his new album. This is it. And they, according to the testimony I heard, they spent $18 million on Michael and then lost it all
Right.
because he died.
Right.
But actually, they didn't lose a penny
Right.
because they had pre-sold 50 concerts, and most of the people that got the tickets
Right.
preferred to keep the ticket
Right.
and not get their money back.
Right.
They have a ticket to the last concert, but never happened.
Right.
So they didn't really lose any money.
Right.
The guy died.
Right.
50 concerts sold out,
Right.
and he still got to keep the
You
money.
know what? Just to make a last thing on that, to me it did happen because when you watch the video, Michael Jackson showed you the preparation of what it takes. There's a lot of things that people need to understand as being an artist and a performer. Like I said, Illmatic Scream, and I took the Scream from Michael. There's a lot of things that go on backstage, and you see the front, which is the end result. But there's a lot of work that goes into making things look magical for you people. And Michael Jackson, and This Is It, was a documentary showing you the hard work and dedication that made him one of the greatest. He didn't just sleep. He got up and worked on it every day. And he was a perfect role model to show you that if you want to be an Olympian athlete or an Olympian superstar, you got to get up and train every day, eat, sleep, and breathe.
You got to focus.
Yes.
Michael had his own dance studio back here where he worked every day practicing. Anyway, thank you very much, Taylor.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Have a good trip.
Yes.
Thanks for being with us.
You too. Thank you. Peace and love.